To operate the fridge, first you need to keep in mind that this fridge is not like the fridge you would have in your house. This type of fridges will take a much longer time to cool down. In this case, it will take between 4 and 6 hours to be able to cool down the unit. If you actually put a lot of things in it that are not already cold, maybe something you brought from the grocery store directly, it's going to take even longer. Now, the fridge is a regular fridge with a freezer. In this case, there's an ice maker. The ice maker is disconnected because we don't believe that you should be drinking the water from the motorhome system. And the regular section of the fridge. A few things you got to keep in mind is that this fridge has locks that keep the door closed, so when you're traveling you get nothing coming out of the fridge. Here you have the control panel. The control panel is fairly simple. You have an on-off button, so if you click it on, it will be in automatic selection. Fridges work on either electric or propane. So if you have it in automatic, it will select first electric, either by the generator or an outside source, or if there's no AC power, as you see, as soon as I turn it on, the automatic selected AC. Now, if there was any interruption in the AC power, like you stop the generator or you unplug, it will automatically switch over to gas or propane. So the fridge will always work with either one. You just need to make sure that you have it in automatic. Also, you have the cold setting. Changing the cold setting is not going to change the way the freezer behaves. The fridge will behave in the short term. This is actually for a longer term. 3 or 4 days more, the fridge will keep cooling lower. So for 2-3 days, doesn't really matter how cold you put the fridge, it's going to be almost the same. One of the most important things about the fridge, you can only run the fridge, you can only have it on as long as your motorhome is leveled. If your motorhome is not leveled, you should not have the fridge on because you will risk in ruining the fridge. And as I said, if you take the automatic off, it will go straight into gas. If you put the automatic on, it will switch back to AC. Keep in mind, you should never keep the fridge on when you're refueling either propane or gasoline, because at that moment you could actually be at risk, because the moment you turn off the generator, the fridge will think that you run out of power and it will start the propane flame right in the time in which you're actually refueling the unit. So every time you're going to refuel, just make sure that everything is off, but especially the fridge.